Testing. 1, 2, 3. Live. What's up, world? This is JustIn, my podcast. Once again, in a car, solo. So if you don't like solo rants, shut off your station. This episode is brought to you by spiffchimp.com, SPIFFCHIMP, and as well as I think it's The Amazing Bee, theamazingbee.com. Damn, fuck that shit up. Probably should have looked it up first. theamazingbee.net, amazingbee.org. Get your bracelets there if you can find it. On my way to Cannon, New Hampshire. Shit, man. I forget already. But it's about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. Going to a town clerk's office. Join me as I drive down the road, drive down the highway. This is episode something. Way out of order. Shit is getting chaotic. And picked a fucking loud vehicle to drive in. It's probably super annoying to hear it in the background, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have a studio in the car, so kind of have to work with me, bear with me here. You guys ever hear of Fauci tube? Fauci tube? What a character. Hilarious. Guy had a mental breakdown. He was a YouTube superstar. And you probably heard of him, because I'm not hip anymore. But I just stumbled across his videos on the YouTube algorithm. Sent me a video to my homepage. Looked pretty interesting, because it's a superstar YouTuber, Fauci. And I could have called it from day one that this guy was gonna have a mental breakdown. I watched one of his videos, and he just seems like the most out of touch with himself. Lunatic. New Hampshire, Stonehenge. Drive down Route 93. A lot of miles, and you'll see these 3 stones. That was weird. The world is full of weird things. Just gotta go out and explore, guys. # go outside. Shout outs to my man BC Kid, Brad Carter, doing it big. Colorado, Denver. Shout outs to my boy. So this guy, Fauci tube, whatever. He just, I saw him on the No Jumper podcast, Adam22. It's a pretty good podcast. I like it. Shout outs to Adam22. No Jumper. And this guy's like, he's arguing with some other guy, Sam Pepper. Because I guess this guy, Fauci, he had a event that he was planning. And he was saying all these people are going to be there. LeBron James, Drake. Just like stalking Drake for a little while. Made a video outside the house Drake was at, like a weirdo. And it's hilarious. So he said he had this event that he was going on, or that he was holding, Fauci Con or something, because he's a con artist. He didn't have anybody there. And all these people showed up. It got shut down, and he gets up on top of a car. I just saw the somebody else making a video about it. He starts yelling at people in the crowd. You, right there. You. I fucking love you. I'm right in your face right now. I'm not on Twitter. Hiding behind my Twitter handle. I love you. Trying to spread this weird positivity. Swearing at people, getting all intense. I fucking... No, look at me in the eyes. Stare at me. Let's connect souls. Stare at me. I fucking love you. Hey! You're not make eye contact with me the whole time. Look at me. I fucking love you. I'll kill you. I love you. Just a weirdo, man. That's verbatim what he said. No, so this guy had a mental breakdown, I guess. He was on the No Jumper podcast yelling at this other English guy, Sam Pepper. Classic name. So he called in a bomb. This is my theory on it. There was a bomb threat to the event that he was holding because he couldn't get anybody. He couldn't get anybody to show up. Any of the celebrities. He thought people were just gonna show up, these celebrities, because he was such a superstar, immaculate god on this YouTube. He was a prophet. So he figured, I'll just hold an event and all these celebrities are definitely gonna show up. I'm a god. I'll summon them with my mind and they'll be here. So he invites all these people, tells them, oh yeah, I got all these people coming here. Didn't have anybody. Good old Mousy Fauci. I feel bad. Nah. It's just a guy. Fucking delusional guy. Here's my theory, alright? Oh, yeah, alright, my bad. Getting all over the place here. Not even ranting yet. So these, he holds this event, can't get any celebrities. All of a sudden, there's a bomb threat. Cops gotta come, shut it down. And then he's the only one there. Jumps up on somebody's car. Starts ranting. Telling people he loves them, whatever. He's the second coming. Just has a mental breakdown on camera. I saw these other weird videos of him. He's all dramatic and shit. Looking in the camera, smiling just like a guy on the verge of a mental breakdown. Oh, my ears are popping. We're in New Hampshire. Live free or perish. So here's my theory. This guy's a closeted homosexual. And he got too famous before he got too comfortable in his own skin. Now, he doesn't want to come out of the closet, but he is so gay. And my girlfriend wonders how I can just call. Oh, sorry about that. Got cut off. Somebody called me. I can't do it on airplane mode because I need these directions to get up to the middle of nowhere. Middle of the woods. So, I forget what I was saying. Fauci tube, something about this guy being a closeted homo. Just check him out. He's a weirdo. He's definitely gay. And I have nothing against it. Oh yeah, my girlfriend's like, how do you like pinpoint what this is? Because she obviously believes me that this guy. She looked at him. She was trying to figure him out, and I was like, this dude's a closeted homosexual who got too famous before he got too comfortable of who he was. He can't come out of the closet now. She's like, how do you know? How can you just tell? I don't know. I just can. I can pinpoint people's things. Let me see a video of you for 5 minutes. You're a fucking weirdo. You're gay. I can tell. I'm not hating on him. He's just gay. Look at him. Go check him out. Takes his shirt halfway off. One of his dogs' names is Muffin. That should tell you enough, right? It's not that hard to to pinpoint a gay guy when one of his dogs is named Muffin. Like bran muffin, blueberry muffin, some type of fruit. Because the guy's a fruit. You get it? Moving on. Onward. Shout outs to Theo Vaughn. I watched one of his podcasts. Dude has like 7 podcasts or something. Maybe just 2. One with Brendan Schaub and one with himself. And he had Bill Burr on there. Love Bill Burr. But they weren't vibing. It was kind of awkward. That's how my podcast gets sometimes, so I know the feeling. And I just wanted Bill to just comfort him. Just comfort him, man. He's a comic. He's trying to make you feel comfortable. But Bill Burr's a legend. Bill Burr's a legend. He just likes it. I feel like he likes that shit. He likes making the host of the podcast feel awkward. He did it with another podcast called H3 podcast, I think. Pretty good podcast. Gets kind of annoying, cringy a little sometimes. But shout outs to them, they're doing it big. And Bill Burr was on there, and the dude Ethan asked him if he had any brothers. He was like, what? He's like, I don't want to talk about if I talk about my family, man. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And I felt both people made a good point. Man, they probably already know all your brothers and sisters and family members. The internet, it's crazy. Go on Reddit, man, 4chan. People found Shia LaBeouf's flag. Look it up. It's a fact. But Bill Burr got kind of I don't want to answer this question. And the host of H3, he was like, all right. It's kind of awkward standoff, but moving on. It was funny. So then Theo Vaughn had him on the podcast. It wasn't really that awkward. I don't know. Kind of was. Somebody made an awkward compilation, said awkward on it. I guess you could see some awkwardness in it. But nonetheless, I love those moments on podcasts awkward. I'll smoke sometimes and go out places because it's funny to me to be in an awkward situation. Not when I'm sober, then it's awkward. But if I'm high, I see it from a perspective outside my body. And even though I feel awkward, the hilarity outweighs the awkwardness. And then I just feel I feel warm from the joy. Because other people's awkwardness, it brings me some type of weird joy. It's oh, you feel awkward too, man? Yeah, I'm right there with you. But I ate an edible 45 minutes ago, so it's funny. That's why it's funny. I'm driving behind this guy in the fast lane. This guy has a fucking Jeep strapped up on his one car length deep truck bed. Yeah, get out of the fast lane, man. It's illegal, I think. This is New Hampshire, though. Live free, right? Or die. The thing doesn't even look strapped on. Every bump he hits, it looks like it's getting an inch closer to the back. Fucking passing this guy. As he looks at me with a weird-ass smile. Homo. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want to offend all these gays out here. I swear, man, that their numbers are increasing. Alright? Be warned. Butt geek. But Buttigieg, he's a gay guy running for president. Butt geek. Yo, what kind of world is this, man? Joe Rogan stated it years ago. Whenever that Anthony Weiner thing was happening. Anthony Weiner, some DNC guy, chairman, politic, underage, sex scandal or something. He was sending his wiener. Anthony Weiner, to like underage girls. Got caught. It's hilarious. And this guy Butt Geek running for office. Isn't that funny? I thought it was funny. But Joe Rogan's like, yeah, we gotta live in a simulation, man. 100%. All this funny ass coincidental shit. It's just hilarious. What else did I want to talk about? Let me take this exit. 1.4 miles. Sound dumb as fuck on this podcast. Sorry to swear. I'm trying not to swear. Shout outs to my man Bean. Yeah, you see what trying to take out some of your normal vocabulary does? Makes you sound like an idiot. Like, alright, don't swear. Then I'm left to do, There's no way I could run for office. Actually, you know what? Trump's the president, man. I'm gonna do it. 5 years' time, I'm gonna do it. So, this podcast has branched off from its original form. It's gone full circle. Matter of fact, woo! Alright, yeah. This podcast has gone full circle, right? Because here it is. I started it shit. Am I taking the right way? Yes, sir. I started it in Denver, Colorado on a phone just like this one. The iPhone 6. Just doing this shit, man. Talking. I had my dog with me. I had some good weed. Straight from the dispensary. High grade quality cannabis. And I had a bottle of wine. I had my dog. Shoutouts to my dog, Coco. A literal dog. Shoutouts to my dog. Woo! Hold up, Jesus. And I started it like this. I was walking around my apartment, drinking a bottle of wine out of a glass, you heathens. I wasn't drinking it right out of the bottle, alright? I have some respect. Have some self-respect. Get yourself a glass, throw some respect on my name, roll something up. And that's how I started it, just ranting. I was like, yo, what's better? Dogs or cats? This is what I feel. I feel dogs are better. And I explained why. And now, so it went from that. Then I moved back here to Massachusetts, and had my buddies on it. Had some buddies on it from Denver when I was up there. But it was only like 15 minutes, whatever. And then I came back to Massachusetts. Still did it off my phone. Hooked up with my man Tony Morrison, Demerit. And he was like, yo, this shit's dope. I want to do it all the time. And I was like, alright, man, I got you. Threw him a piece of bread. He broke it up, handed me half. I was like, alright, let's break bread. Let's make money. Let's get serious. Let's get serial, super serial this time. So we bought equipment, bought mics, bought pea poppers, bought everything good, and started doing it. Started doing it serious. Doing the thing, doing the damn thing. You know, when you do the damn thing, you know you're doing something, right? He was doing the damn thing. Coming out with podcast after podcast. Boom, boom. Biggity bam, son. Boom, boom. Hitting them left, right, left. Combos. 1, 2, 3. 3 hit combos. It was like, finish them. So he was like, alright, we finished. You know, and then he started flaking on me. And tried to do this is the problem, all right? The problem is that I put too many people. No, let me take my delusions aside, all right? Problem is, too many people wanted to help out, and I was like, all right, cool. You guys can help out. We'll make a little industry. We'll make a little family out of this. Started Vada Himself podcast. The Vada Himself podcast. I don't even know if it still exists on the internet, on the web. Try to find it. Look up Brian Vada. See a picture of me. Then we had Justin Gates, producing it basically, leveling it, adding music in, which I like. Add music in the beginning. But no. You can't use the All That song. Man, that's corny. Man, I don't give a fuck if it's corny. It's funny. Why is everybody so worried about, everybody's so worried about being fucking cool, man? 30 years old. I don't care anymore. I don't give a fuck if it's cool. It's corny, dude. Why you say that? It's corny. Don't have the All That theme song. All that, what? Come on, man. 90s, baby. Forever. So anyway, he was like, yo, I'm not going to put any music on the beginning of your podcast, because I'm the leader. Alright? I know it says just in my podcast and I wanted to help you out, but I'm gonna take the steering wheel from this ship. I'm gonna be the captain. I'm El Capitan. And I said, damn, man, alright, you wanna be the captain, be the captain. But let's get it going here. Let's produce. Right? Yo, can you send me that podcast so I can put it out? Say, yeah, I already sent it to your brother. Said, alright, cool, man. Thanks. So I knew he wasn't feeling it. Whatever. I don't know what it is. Some hatred for me, I guess. And, no hard feelings on my end. But I gotta tell it how it is, man. That's what happened. So So then I was like, you know what? I'll just start recording them off my phone, man. If you don't like the way that it's going, you guys said you'd help me out, and you didn't, and you did for a long time. I appreciate it. All the love and respect and gratitude I can give to the people who helped me out. Tony Morrison, my brother, who still helps me out. That's family. Justin Gates, who helped me out for a long time. And whoever else helped me out, I don't remember. But shout outs to Derek and Mark, letting me use their house to record at. And Vada, shout outs to Vada, he let me use his house. We didn't have a spot to record at, right? So Justin Gates let us use his house for a little bit. And then people got fed up with my attitude, with my direction. And fair game, fair enough, fair play. That's fine. I would have got fed up with my own attitude too. Oh man, I hate when my ears pop. You got earwax in your ear, and it's popping. So every time you say a word, it's like reet, reet, reet. Sound like there's a speaker blown in your ear. Only one of them. Oh. So that's what happened. Had an official setup almost, and then it came back to my phone, and that's the story. And now I'm doing them in the car when I'm working, and I'm doing deliveries, dropping off cars to people. So you guys are blessed with another car cast. Like, share, subscribe, because this is going straight to YouTube. I'm bypassing the byproducts. It might go to iTunes. I don't know. You guys listening to this on iTunes? Maybe. Maybe you are. I have no idea. This is for the future. The future of you guys. I do this for you. And if you like it, click the thumbs up and comment about it. If you don't like it, comment if you do like it. I don't know. Comments are a lot, I guess. I've already basically figured out that you gotta have a video. You gotta do a video for anybody to care about YouTube. No audiobooks. People aren't going to YouTube to hear audiobooks. Maybe they are. I do it sometimes. I always speak about what people aren't doing, and I'm doing it. So there's obviously clearly people doing it. Like, yeah, nobody drives on fucking Route 93 going up to Canaan, New Hampshire, clerk's office. Nobody does that. And I'm doing it right now. Like, that's... like, I always listen to audiobooks on YouTube. Nobody does it, alright? Nobody. It's not a fucking single human being. You guys watch UFC? Woo! Coming up, Nate Diaz fighting Jorge Masvidal for the baddest motherfucker on the planet belt. It's so dope that Dana White talked to the UFC partners that he has, whatever. He's a president. He's got, I forget his name. But I think they're actually going to make the baddest motherfucker on the planet belt. Like an actual belt. Because Nate Diaz, after he beat Anthony Pettis, he said, you know what? I'm the baddest motherfucker on the only other guy that's a bad motherfucker like me is Jorge Masvidal. That's who I want to fight for the baddest motherfucker title. And then Dana White was like, you know what? It just caught wind. Just caught the updraft tidal wave on the internet. I fucking love the internet for that reason. And they're making it. November 7th or 4th? I don't think it's November 7th. That's my girl's birthday. November 4th, maybe? I don't know. Sometime in November. Or am I wrong? That's when Rick and Morty premieres, season 4, which I'm excited about. Could it be that both those events are happening in November? A worthless month? November is one of my least favorite months. Probably a lot of people love November. Look at this lady yelling in the car like I am. Looking like a crazy lunatic. Woo! The only difference is she's probably talking to somebody. That's funny. So yeah, that fight is gonna be epic. I suggest you buy it. If you don't watch UFC, get into it on this fight because it's gonna be fucking awesome. And they're fighting for the BMF, bad motherfucker title, baddest motherfucker title. I'm going with Nate Diaz on this one. Just because I think he's going to take it. I think he's going to do it. He's a beast. Shoutouts to Nate Diaz. Shoutouts to Nate Diaz. It's so funny too if you don't watch UFC like I do. I'm not like a super fan either. But I love it. I don't watch it all the time. Like there's free fights on. Free. And I don't watch them sometimes. First of all, I don't have like the cable channels in my house to watch them. But every once in a while, I'll go on YouTube to see the highlights of them. And then when there's a fight coming up like this, I'll clearly watch it because I'm excited about it. And Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz, his brother, his older brother, they're gangster in the octagon. They'll just smack people, literally hand open slap, boom, and they'll like talk to him the whole time. I love it. You get the in audio commentary. I mean in audio, whatever. and they're literally like, what? What's up, bitch? Bah! Slapping him like, do something. Boom, boom. I always thought that was funny. talking in the middle of a fight. Dude, if you get a guy talking to you, you know that dude's a straight psychopath. You don't want nobody talking to you. Because then you're just getting beat physically and then getting beat mentally. Like, damn, this dude's talking shit. Smacking me in the face. Saying what, bitch? It's hilarious. Go look up, like, Nate. And then they'll throw their hands up. Like, what? What? Look up Nick Diaz. Or Nate Diaz. But Nick was the older brother, so he clearly started it. I think Nick Diaz is the baddest motherfucker on the planet. And then he hasn't fought so long in the UFC that, I don't know, he's probably retired now. We're probably not going to come back. I wish he would. He's old enough to retire. But he's fucking savage enough to come back. And I think it's going to be good. His little brother's fighting, so it's going to be good. Put my money on Nate Diaz. It might go the whole round. It might go the whole 5 rounds. And Jorge Masvidal just got the fastest knockout ever on this wrestler, Ben Askren. 5 seconds, flying knee to the face. Boom. 5 seconds. The dude was out cold. One of those knockouts where the body stiffens up and his leg is just in the air. He's on the ground, on his back. One of his legs is on the ground. The other one's raised about 6 inches. And his arms are just frozen like a fucking statue. And he's rigor mortising. He's rigor mortis out. Oh, it's brutal. The worst is when they get knocked out like that, and then they get hit like 2 more. I think he might have even got hit once more before the ref could jump in and say, no, 1 more punch is brain damage. Like, boom, you don't know calculus anymore. Boom, you forgot history. Boom, what date is it? Boom, you don't know the president. Boom, what's your first name? Like, that's how bad it gets when you're knocked out and you continue to get hit. Your brain cells are just gone, gone. In hundreds, probably thousands at a time. How many brain cells do you have? Oh, it's brutal. Brutal. And I'm at the age where I can't take it. I can't take seeing that type of beating. I'm like, no. Jump in. Come on, ref. What are you doing? The worst is those street fights where people get knocked out and then the public is like, who cares? Let's pull out our phones. Let's film this shit. World star, hey. And this dude's just knocked out and people are coming out, whap, kicking him in the face. Brutal, man. Brutal. I don't like fighting. I don't want to fight anybody. Jesus. I've gotten knocked out once wrestling. I used to wrestle in high school, and I think it was it sophomore year? No, sophomore year I got kicked off the team for my grades. Was it? No, what was it? Sophomore year? Freshman year? Damn, I can't remember. My memory is fading, man. Fading into the abyss. But anyway, it was a sectional tournament, right? I beat the first guy, and I go to the second dude. I still remember his name, I think. I think it was Kale. His name was Kale Spinach. No, it was Kale. I think it was Kale. I remember he was from Pentucket. Pentucket. I remember he was I remember though. So Kale Anderson, right? The ref blows the whistle. This dude just scoops me up and wham! Slams me. I'm sorry to burst your speakers. I hope you ain't wearing headphones, man. I should have warned you. Slams me on the ground, right? Boom, lights out. Next thing I know, I came back like that, apparently, because next thing I know, I get slammed on my face, and then I wake up on my back, because that's how you win in wrestling. You pin them, both shoulders on the mat for 1 second. That's all it takes. Boom, it's over. And I woke up as it was ending 1 second before it ended. Boom, I was out. concussed, right? But I go on to win my next match. You know, I got like an hour break. But mad nervous, or really nervous, or hella nervous if you're from California. See, over here in Massachusetts, we use the word mad sometimes as an adjective to like say really. Like I was really nervous, right? So that's what I do. When I went to Denver, everybody laughed at me at this restaurant I used to work at. They'd be like, yo, you say mad? You say mad stuff? Like, what are you mad about? I'm not mad. I'm just saying like really. So I was mad nervous because I was concussed. So I don't want to fight anymore. And also, I've also knocked somebody out bad. Seriously bad. Right? This dude was like my size. Little short motherfucker. Messing with one of my boys. I told him verbatim, I put my hand on his shoulder. We kicked him out of this party. He wouldn't leave. Told him, yo, get out of here, man. We go outside, smoke a bowl. We see him standing on the corner, like right. We were on the corner. The house was on the corner. And this dude's standing like on the corner of the sidewalk, still like in front of the house. And my boy was like, yo, like this dude won't leave. So he yells to him or something. He was like, yo, I thought I told you to leave, whatever. And the dude's like, what? Starts coming back up the steps. My boy pushes him down the steps. I forget if he fell or not. But he got up. Or he didn't fall, but he got pushed down a couple steps. Like, just like pushed back. Like, yo, you ain't coming back in. And then he came back up the steps. We're on the front porch in Salem. And I put my... Literally, I remember it so clearly. Because I was so focused that I wasn't going to let, this dude do anything. Because my boy had beef with him. This dude robbed my buddy... like years ago, and they always had beef, him and his brothers, his little gang, whatever. Everybody was scared of him, the little bitches. So I put my hand on his shoulder. He's wearing like this puffy bubble jacket, like circa 2000, when they were cool. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, don't get hurt. As you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I said, don't get hurt, man. I can tell you're a little bitch. I didn't say this, but I was thinking. What I said was, don't get hurt. That's it. And what I meant was, I can tell you're a little bitch. Like, you're smaller than me, man, and you're acting like you're 7 feet tall. So anyway, he pushes my hand off his shoulder. This all happened in like 5 seconds. I said, don't get hurt. Boom, he smacks my hand away, grabs my boy's shirt, and headbutts him. And then I was like, okay, all right. Dude's throwing headbutts, I respect it. So I let him go. You know, they're tussling on the front porch. Like really not swinging, just like grabbing each other's shirts, whatever. like they're trying to like pull their shirts off for some reason. And then I looked at my boy, this dude Asian Jake, I call him. And he's smoking a cigarette, and I'm leaning against the house. And I said, we need to stop this, man. Something like that. I was like, we need to break this up. And he's just smoking his cigarette, you know, like an Asian Jake. And he's just like, yeah. But he doesn't do anything. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to break this up myself. And once I have to break it up, man, I get angry. So I get real intense real quick. So I came, hit him with a scooped up punch from the left. With my left hand, I went swoop. Kind of gave him the punch, scoop. And I scooped him right into my grasp, right? And I fucking headlocked him around his neck. And I just, boom, scooped him, had my hand around his neck, turned him around, and slammed his face against the house like 3 times. Wet, wet, wet. And then I turned around so I could lean against the house, and I just sat there squeezing him. And you know what he said? He said, I'm done. And I said, I know you're done because I already told you don't get hurt. But you've brought it past. What I only said was, I know you're done. But in my head, I was thinking like, yeah, I know you're done, man, because I told you don't get hurt. Now you're going to have to get hurt. I told you don't get hurt. You said, fuck your warning. You hit my hand off your shoulder, and you proceeded to headbutt. So now you're going to have to get hurt, right? So I fucking squeezed him until his whole body went limp. And it was like an animal just awoken inside of me. And just got satisfaction that his whole body, this little tough guy, was crumbling to nothing. Be careful. This is what happens. Mob mentality, man. I lived it. And I got like excited. Like, yes. I could end your life right now if I feel like it. But I don't. But I'm so mad that I don't want to end it that I'm going to throw you your limp body. As soon as his body went limp in my arms, I said, I know you're done, buddy. And then he went limp, and I threw him like a bag of hot potatoes to become smashed apples onto the concrete fucking porch that we were on. And his face went, be prepared, whap! Like, smack. And no lie, starts snoring. He smacked the pavement and started snoring. And that got me even more excited. So I took a beer bottle that was on the fucking ledge and I smashed it near his face. And I turned around and my boy, who was in the fight before me, got so excited. Like, we were like, yeah! And he just grabbed me. And oh, no. Some other kid grabbed me. I'll never forget this ginger kid. He was so ginger. He grabbed me, scared. And he said, he looks in my eyes, which probably looked like a rabid dog. And he goes, go inside. And I said, yeah. And I walked into the hallway. The cops get called. My boy's like, yes. All I had was a couple scrapes on my knuckles from slamming them against the wall. So I go inside. The cops get called. This dude is out on the front porch, snoring, taking a little cat nap. The cops come, finally wakes him up, and he thinks that like 5 people jumped him, something. He had to get mad stitches. Cops came up, questioned everybody, and I just sat there with my hands, palms up. And I was like, nah, I wasn't outside. So needless to say, your boy got away scotch-free, whatever. Take a shot. And, yeah, so I don't want to see that side of me again, or that side of somebody else with me on that receiving end, you know? It's terrible, man. I thank God that he didn't get brain damage or die. Like, that would have been some shit. Luckily, he only got 14, 15 stitches, whatever. So, that goes out to over the airwaves. And I won't drop his name. I did drop his name on a song, though. If you go to DJ Booth Kid on YouTube, I think the song is called Wash Away My Day with a Shot. I'm gonna wash away my day with a shot. Produced by DJ Booth Kid with me, the buddy who was in the fight, and my buddy Booth. Shout outs to all of them. And I do drop his name in that song. Knockout flow, you can call that shit bang bang. I won't say it here. So if you really feel inclined to figure out who was the knockee, who got cold-blooded, cold-cocked from yours truly, you can go look that up. And that's about that, man. Personal story to end it. I really don't feel like doing this the whole time. so I'm gonna cut this one a little bit short. It's gonna be a little bit edited because I got a phone call in the middle of the first 8 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. And that's about that, man. Thank you guys for listening. Keep on listening. If you've listened this far, you're one of the real fans, one of the true friends. And I consider you family, so I appreciate that. Throw a like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, JustIn my podcast. I've gotten 23 likes on one of my tweets, so I'm pretty famous. That's about that, man. Seretani.me, CERRETANI.me, spiffchimp.com, SPIFFCHIMP.com, and theamazingbee.com, I think. Shit. Hope that's right. It's about saving the bees, man. Go out and donate. All proceeds go to some bee company, some bee fund. And they're very important to our ecosystem. Don't sleep on the bee. And that's about that, man. Everybody have a great day. Everybody have a great night, great life. God bless you all. God bless America.